Okay, so I'm gonna record a hike I'm gonna go on. It's snowing, so that should be pretty. Hopefully it kind of keeps up, but the weather doesn't get too bad. So I'm gonna stitch all this together, show a cool little vlog of some stuff. Okay, so this is Noah from the future. Well, at least the future from when this is filmed. I mentioned it at some point in the video, but I don't know what I was thinking when I was filming. I filmed most of this vlog vertically, so I didn't feel like going back and refilming my, 3.5 hour long hike horizontally. So it's just going to be like this, and then eventually it's going to swap over for like the last little bit of the vlog. But next time I'll be sure to record horizontally. Going around, and we'll see where we go. I don't really know where I'm going, but we'll see. All right, so I come to a quick little stopping point, and I wanted to show some of the stuff that we've got going on here. I'm gonna turn the camera around here in a second to show you. There are some sheep in the field. See them right there, and then off in the distance, right through there, you might be able to see the castle. I'm almost certain that's Penryn Castle. I haven't been there yet, but it's an old castle in the area that I have access to. I need to go because I have like a membership that I can get in. I just haven't made it that way yet. It's pretty easy to get to. I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, it's still snowing off and on, which is cool to see. And then the sheep are just out grazing. Okay, so I found what I think is a nature trail, but it's a paved little nature trail. And I think it goes back towards the pier. There was two different ways, and some of the signs were in Welsh, and then the English was covered up, so I couldn't really tell. But we're gonna try this and find out. So far, it looks pretty cool. There's a highway next to me, but it seems pretty cool. So, okay, I found something really cool. There's like a little pond here that you're not supposed to swim in, and it's freezing cold, so I wouldn't want to swim in it anyway. But on the other side, which I'll turn the camera around in just a second, there is an old chimney and the remains of looks like some stone walls. So I'm assuming it was a house or a mill or something built on the river. I'm gonna get a little bit closer and kind of investigate a little bit more. There's a path that leads there, but you can see the little river area right here, and the chimney is out that way, so we'll see. Okay, so this section looks like it is fenced off, so I can't really get to it, but it's out through there. I think what I'm gonna do is loop back around. There is another trail, and try to go around on the other side. I really am interested to see the structure. You can kind of see it through those trees and reeds and stuff. All right, here is the other side of the little retention pond, and you can see the river flowing through there, and the drain coming out right there. I'm assuming it's just fed by a river or stream on the opposite side of the highway that's up that hill. I'd have to look at it on a map to see, but it looks like I'm going to be able to go this way down the hill and see. So I'll look and see what is over there. All right, so there you can see the or one of the chimneys. I think there's oh no, that is the only one, or at least the only one that's still standing. But then you can see there's a wall right here, and then there's a series of walls over here that are covered up in vegetation. But that one you can see really well because it's got a window and a door frame, and then there's a further wall on back behind it. I think my initial assumption that it was a mill is right. The only reason being there is back this way when I came up. I can't really get to it because it's apparently not stable, but there is a retention wall that's right here that you can kind of see where my hand is, and it runs on up through there. And I think that was to divert water back, if I had to guess. I don't want to go too far to the back side of that. There's somebody there camping, so I don't want to get in their way. I'd like to get down there if possible, so I can kind of see it from the other side. I'm gonna see what's available on the other side of it. Okay, quickly I'm gonna show you this. You can see where the water comes in. There's a little tunnel, which I feel like that would be a lot of fun to kayak down. There are these little platforms. There's one over here, one over there. I can't figure it out what exactly it is, because now I'm second guessing whether or not it was a mill, because I don't see any evidence of millstones or anything. I mean, they could have been taken out. What I think I might do is go ahead and pull the ordnance survey for this location, if I can find it on the map, and when I get back to the room I can do that. But I'm gonna show you some of the stuff. This looks like it was the inside of a building. It's all stone over here, and then a stone wall here with a brick stove. Look at the brick stove, at the ivy that's grown up it, and it looks like it's kind of holding it together because there's a pretty substantial hole in it. But you can see the little chimney and the fireplace here. I really don't know what this is. I can't place it. I mean, it could just be a house, but I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't fit the kind of idea of what I would expect a house in this area to have looked like. And the only like manor estate is Penryn Castle. So unless it was somehow related to it, I don't know. I'm gonna keep walking over here. There's a lot of ivy and stuff here, which is cool. But you can see on the other side, it's the river that runs. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm gonna keep going down the back to the nature trail that was that led me here. And like I said, I'm gonna pull some research from some of the Ordnance Survey archives that I have access to when I get back to the room, and I'll be sure to update this section. I'll record something in the room if I find anything interesting about it. I'll go in detail what I can find about it. So yeah, it's a pretty cool spot. Okay, so my initial assumptions about the location, because it was on a river and because of the kind of large structure compared to all the other structures around it, was right. It was a mill. The photo you're looking at is from the Ordnance Survey from the 1830s that I pulled, and you can see it listed as a mill, and I believe a corn mill, given the fact that it's in parentheses underneath it. So still pretty cool. You have no idea how much I wish I had a fishing pole right now. This is probably, hopefully, got trout in it or something at least. Man, I wish I would have went ahead and bought one while I was out here. It's really pretty though. There's a little bench over there, so I'm gonna go over there and sit down and have a cup of tea. I'm sitting here a little by the river, got my cup of tea. It is really nice. It's snowing off and on, so it's cold, but it is like been a really nice day to kind of get out and walk. The sun kind of comes out every now and then and knocks off the chill, but it's well, here it is snowing now. I don't know if you can really see it on camera. Well, you should be able to see a little bit. It's really cool. I haven't been able to do this that much yet, so I've been busy and stuff, but I decided I didn't have a lot of reading to finish up this weekend, so I'm gonna finish it this evening and tomorrow. So I was like, oh, while it's snowing, it'd be cool to go see. Like the one day that I choose to get out and like go hiking, it snows and it's not like, you know, 60 degrees. It's, you know, 20. So uh, it's a lot of fun. You can see there's a little sheep on the other side. I don't know if you can see them, but I'm gonna drink my tea and I'm gonna go get back on the road and start hiking again. As I was sitting here filming a time lapse and drinking my tea, it really has started coming down. I don't think you can see it on this camera, but it is like large chunks of ice. I mean, not like huge chunks, but a lot bigger than the flurries I was getting earlier. So I am for sure going to get back on the road and start heading back. I think this will dump me out at the pier. This road, if I read the map right, like I said, it was in Welsh, so I don't really know, but let's see. I just crossed over the river. We'll see. Okay, so here's the update. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere because I found a map that was like really degraded, so I couldn't really tell, and I don't really know where it showed where I was at was not where I was supposed to go, and I think. Anyway, the map showed where I was currently at, and I think it was in the wrong spot from where I need to be going. And like I said, the map was really degraded, so it was hard to tell. So what I'm gonna do, since it is cold, I'm going to, or I already did, I turned around and I'm gonna go back to where I started and just follow down that road. I think what happened was there was a trail that jumps from one side to the other, and it's got two different numbers on it, but they don't have a map there to tell you which one is which. And I think I probably just hopped onto the wrong one. And I mean, it's fine. It's no big deal. I know where I'm at, like from where I came, so it'll be easy just to trace back my steps. But I'll keep going. And so if you look on the map right here, where the viaduct is, kind of close to the center of the picture, that is about where I turned around. I thought I was on the trail or on the wrong trail, but after kind of looking at the map and looking back at stuff, I would have eventually come out in the correct spot where I thought, the harbor, kind of close to the pier. It was just kind of confusing because there were a couple other like smaller trails off of that main one, and I didn't want to go the wrong way and then end up somewhere, which I know I would never get like too far away, but yeah, so I was right. So if I would have continued, I would have eventually made it where I was going, but regardless, it was still a nice hike. Oh, hey, I'm about to go through this small tunnel, but that is beside the point. I just realized after I filmed that last thing talking about that I'm turning around, that I filmed all of this vertically. So it's going to be really annoying for most people to be looking at because I'm not going back and refilming all of it. So it's just going to go from vertical to horizontal. Look what I came across. I came across these when I was walking back the way. They weren't in this field last time, so they must have just recently been moved over while I was walking. Hey, cow. All right, so I'm back in my room after filming all of this hike, and I'm actually editing it right now as I record this. But it was a really fun hike, and I want to do more of these kind of little vlog type things in the future, so I'm going to probably do that. But after this, I'm going to put up some pictures that I took on the hike and a little time lapse. But yeah, thanks.